08717 223344. Let's take a call from Chris, who's a Manchester United fan up in Yorkshire. Hi, Chris.
Hello, guys. Darren, I agree completely with you about the Europa League is a massive distraction in regards to the league status that they have to play, because there's too many games in the Europa League, and the squads they have, Wigan, Birmingham, Newcastle majorly was a massive disappointment last year because they were in the Europa League, and now they're not in the Europa League and they're doing better. Don't you agree?
Well, they had problems last year losing a lot of their French players. They've had problems this year losing French players. Some squads do make sure that they add enough players to cope with the demands of both a league campaign and a European campaign. I thought Swansea did enough, to be honest, Chris, with what they did in the summer. They lost Michu, which was a big loss. If they didn't want to lose one player for an extended period of time, it would have been him, given his goal return last season. Let me ask you, Chris, as a Manchester United fan, do you want to be in the Europa League next year?
No. I'd rather be seventh. If we don't get fourth, I'd rather be seventh.
That's a disgrace.
So we don't get into the European League because we don't want that distraction. Look at Liverpool.
That's a disgrace, Chris. Why are you too big for the Europa League?
Yeah.
Rubbish.
No, come on.
When did you suddenly start? Who died and made Manchester United king? Why?
No, Dance.
I can't
If
believe
Manchester
that.
United were drawn in a group with Sheriff Tiraspol, Tromsø, Cuban Krasnodar, we would all laugh, wouldn't we?
Why are we
Come
the
on,
only
Dance, and you would laugh.
No, why are we the only country that looks at the Europa League this way? Other continental nations don't look at the Europa League this way. Look at Atletico.
Because the Premier League is the biggest league in the world.
It's not the best league in the world, though, is it?
Well, who is?
Well, at the moment, there's better leagues than us who win more trophies. Look at the Bundesliga. And you look at La Liga, who've won European trophies.
Well, when it comes to Europa, we've got Chelsea. We know what happened with them last year. Chelsea.
And good for them, they won it.
Atletico Madrid won it in 2012 and 2010. FC Porto 2011. Shakhtar Donetsk and Zenit St. Petersburg. That gives you an idea what the sort of the clubs, except for probably Atletico Madrid and Chelsea, are what are going to win the Europa League. Now, you look at the Champions League, you look at Bayern Munich, you look at Manchester United, you look at Chelsea. That they're the teams that are going to be winning the Champions League. There's a massive difference, Dance. And I'm not saying I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in the Europa League till it gets to the last 16.
But there's Chris saying he'd rather not be in...
Robin, lekker potje.
Ja, heerlijk hè?
Verschrikkelijk.
Ja, was niet best.
Ik herken Manchester United niet. Maar ik heb jullie een tijdje niet gezien.
Daar kan het aan liggen. Nee, we hebben weinig gecreëerd. Niet goed gespeeld. En ja, dan kan je